Welcome in. Sprint Halftime Report here. I'm Matt Weiner in for EJ tonight. Our special guest tonight on loan from the Miami Heat. It's 10-time NBA All-Star Chris Bosh. Welcome.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
10 times. The Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas. I'll clap for Shaq.
Thank you.
Because he always gives you that. Grant Hill right over there. Let's start with Chris. First of all, great to see you here.
Thank you.
Great to see you anywhere. Great to see you upright and healthy again. Last we saw you on an NBA floor was February 11th. And then, of course, the diagnosis, blood clots in the lungs, and you were forced to call it a season at that point. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling good. I'm just glad to be around the game. It feels good to be a fan. You know, I haven't been a fan of the game in a while, but, you know, I've been spending a lot of time with the family, and it put a lot of things into perspective for me, and I'm just lucky to be healthy.
Good. And working out again, you tell me?
Absolutely. I can't wait.
Ready for the season upcoming. All right. So 5 games in now. It's 3-2, but the average margin of victory here is more than 20 points per. This is the first time, in fact, since the 1995 conference semis between Phoenix and Houston that there have been 3 straight games decided by 20 points or more. I don't know what you make of that, but what can the Rockets take from this game that they can apply to L.A. on Thursday night?
Well, I mean, I think they can take a lot. I mean, just the way, like Coach McHale said, they're attacking the paint, Harden having a huge game, Dwight getting off to a very good start and kind of setting the tone for his team, and really just playing good defense. I mean, they held the Clippers to 41.8%. They shot 91 shots. And, you know, usually when you shoot so many shots, you're giving up a lot more points, but you have to give credit to the Houston defense for really stepping up and responding to their coach. And, you know, sometimes it's like that. You're going to be down 3-1. You didn't ask to be put there, but it's all about how you respond. And now the Clippers have to be careful because not only did they give up 124 points, Trevor Ariza got going tonight.
Right.
You see Dwight got going. James, he played like he was an MVP candidate tonight, which he has been, but he really put his mark on today's game. And, you know, the pressure's on the Clippers now going back home. And if they don't win that game, anything can happen in Game 7.
What a night for LeBron James. 38 points, 12 boards, 6 assists along the way, 3 blocks, 3 steals. He's now on this list of guys who've put up 35, 10, 5, 3, and 3. Elvin Hayes, Dwayne Wade. Wade and James did it without turnovers. They weren't tracking turnovers when Elvin did it. And you played, of course, with Dwayne Wade. Excuse me, Wade had 5 turnovers. James did it without a turnover. We don't know about Elvin. You, of course, played with Dwayne. You played with LeBron. I don't think you played with Elvin.
No, I don't think so.
No, I didn't think so. Just making
I watched tape.
So the Bulls are going back home for Game 6, but it certainly doesn't look great for Chicago right now. Rose obviously banged up, whatever was going on with his hand, wrist, arm, shoulder, etc. He missed 15 of his last 17 shots in this game. He missed his final 11 along the way. Can the Bulls win this series if Pau Gasol doesn't come back in soon?
Well, I don't think so. I think it'll be very tough. But, you know, looking at Cleveland, they have their own problems. But you want to be as close to 100% as possible. And you definitely want to have a guy who can stretch the floor, who can rebound, protect the rim, and you can dump it down in the low post to him. And, you know, Powell is one of their leaders. He's done it a bunch of different times. And, you know, they're missing that. And you definitely need that. But if I was Chicago, I would just kind of take a step back, look at it, and, you know, despite everything that happened, even with Taj Gibson getting ejected, even with them being banged up, they still had a chance to tie the game. I'm not saying they had a chance to win. They had a chance to tie the game. They had multiple chances. And I think if you're looking at going back home to Chicago, you feel that there are so many things that you can correct. And they went to the line 28 times a day. That's something that they have to continue to do is be aggressive, especially at home.
As an opposing player, what did you learn to expect from a Monty Williams team?
Well, I mean, I've only talked to Monty a couple times in passing. Really good guy, though. You know, loves the game. But this guy's always played hard every night. He motivated those young guys to play hard every night. And to have 45 wins in a tough conference, in a tough year, and actually make the playoffs and then lose your job. I mean, you know, we always talk about in the NBA how it's about winning. And if you look on paper and everything that they did throughout the season with what they had, with all the injuries, through all that, they make the playoffs with that young group of guys. They get experience. And, you know, he gets fired. It was the same kind of thing with Mark Jackson. I mean, you know, things happen. You don't understand. You think it's about winning. But, I mean, I guess that's the business side of it. But, you know, in my opinion, if a guy is coaching well and, you know, the proof is in the results, I think they should have jobs and they should keep their jobs.
Not only Mark and Monty, but George Karl and Lionel Hollins over the last few years. You know how tough this business is.